I guess I was very rebellious in many ways. I always wanted to do something that you're not supposed to do.
You're a beautiful girl.
Sex would be something I would give in return. It made me feel like I'm not crazy.
I never believed that. I always have
preferred having men around me because
that stays with me and comes from a very young
I did meet a lot of guys in real life, but it was curiosity. I really wanted to know.
Everything was a problem.
I saw you from a distance. You seemed excited, but I could see you were lost.
When I was younger, I didn't realize I was, attracted to the high. It was out of, I just like the smell of perfumes and, petrol and things like that. And I would take sips of my dad's glass every chance I'd get. If I'm on the, bike with him and he's going to fill up petrol and things, I would actually stand and take, deep breaths and things like that.
The first time you tried, you fell for it and looked at the stars above, twinkling blue and red. I talked to you, it seemed. A lot more stories, I said.
The first time I consciously used drugs was when I was 15. I had finished schooling, I was in college, and I just started dating this guy who was using as well. And I would see him high a lot, and I always wanted to know what he felt like. So I just smoked pot.
Is it a totem? Is it the light? Total havoc of the day. Is it so vivid? Or is it white? It's everywhere. Like a random tail.
When I smoked pot the first time, everything went red. And, things kind of slowed down a little bit.
Vibrant hues, colored systematically, random. Randomness feels so good. Who wants to make sense at all?
Honestly, the entire journey was, I believed at the time, was amazing, actually. Because after I tried, weed for the first time, it was almost on an everyday basis.
You will grow deeper still into dangerous waters. Swimming, surely you don't know. The ecstasy of danger lies ahead. And there will be others too.
Eventually when I tried other drugs like LSD and acid and ecstasy, that gave me a different trip altogether. Those hallucinogens were very exciting because it was very unpredictable.
The party I know was loud and wild. But this is something that can take control only to others' mind. Why do they make such a big deal out of it? I will change my mind before going blind.
I always believe that this is a phase, everyone does this in college. I'm just trying out different things. And when time comes, I'll stop. It's not a problem. It's just, something I do for time pass. Nothing more.
Well, it's dark, you think. Darker than it seems. But how long can a person who is a good swimmer also swim?
My boyfriends kept changing, the drugs kept changing, I was experimenting with different things. The entire time that I was using, It never occurred to me that this is a problem or I have a problem stopping it.
Wake up. Wake up now. Or the sun will set and the world will come.
Guys think I'm pretty, girls want to be with me, or it's only because of drugs, because I'm cool now. You know, I'm like the bad girl. Everybody likes to be the bad girl, you know, that kind of thing.
It is I who is your best friend. You welcomed me as a new trend.
I wanted to know what hallucination was like. I wanted to know how I would feel, you know, when I'm just about to pass out. You know, it did not scare me. My first reaction was, this is interesting. I want to know what that feels like. It was not like, oh my god, what if I die? What if, you know, things go wrong? That was not, there was no fear there. It was curiosity.
Mouthing eyes. Talking lies. Lost in lumber, his current affair. Filling up the room with hallucination. His whispers sound like ghost air.
Proper hallucination I felt when I tried mushrooms. That's when I was seeing things, you know, movement was happening, and you know, I would look at a cloud and it would take different shapes. It would move according to the way I would want it to move.
Diluted retina rings a colorful bell. Excited, tortured. Bring it on, I said. I'm a mermaid slapping my tail. What's so true? And what's not fair?
When I would do these these drugs, what would happen is I'm just sitting in one place and things, if someone is speaking, I can see the words flying out of his mouth. You know, I will, when there's music playing, I'll actually be able to see the music going in waves. So, you know, that experience was amazing because it didn't make sense. I couldn't believe it was happening.
Falling into a pit. There's flowers. There's light. I can soar. I can alight. I can blink a flight. There's no day or night.
Those hallucinogens were very exciting because it was very unpredictable. I didn't know what I was going to see. And the things I saw, I couldn't explain. You know, I couldn't rationally explain anything. And that made it very exciting.
Are those aliens in mad hats, alluring around in the corner? These dark alleys are darker still by my blurring vision. Hanging out. Are they? Maybe not. A shadow of a reflection? A shadow of a reflection.
That circle that was there would be a lot of peddlers and there would be other using addicts who were more messed up than I was at that point, or so I felt. When they needed the drug, they had to make sure it's there, and I like being around them because they always had some on it.
Wake up. Wake up now, or the sun will set and the world will come.
It was only after, you know, I started feeling withdrawals. You know, that was when I realized that, you know, the withdrawals are too painful. I didn't know whether it was worth it. You know, whether the drug, and that took a very long time.
Addicted? Addicted. 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 Addicted! I knew! I'm trusting you like a fox. But exchanges are nothing new.
My friend circle kept changing actually. After I got to a point where I needed a particular drug every day, I didn't care about how I looked, about partying and things. They always had something that I wanted, and sex would be something I would give in return.
You're the queen, and I am the bandit. No one will ever hear me out until I am falling.
My thinking was only when I'm high, my friends like me. So it was very convenient for me to be around people who couldn't do without the drug, who admitted that they were complete addicts, because I was not willing to accept that, I'm a drug addict.
I'll make you fall crazily, and you will by the tales you tell me. Now, tell me, who's the queen? Now, tell me, where's the bean? Now you tell your family, you've turned into an aubergine.
I would, manipulate guys. I mean, if I'm dating someone or if I'm just friends with someone, I would say things like, I've dropped my wallet, or I just need some money, lend me some cash. I would take my clothes and I would sell it off.
Your pace is running low. You are in whose control? I reign your every move. You've fallen into the blue.
My dad has this club he goes to on a very regular basis. And, my dad was okay with me having a couple of drinks with him. So I would go with him. I went with him to this club once, and there was a party happening over there. I started drinking, and I was not only drinking. I had done some drugs before that. So when I was mixing it, the effect wasn't suiting me. And, I started, I kind of blacked out. A large chunk of it I don't remember at all. So what was told to me the next day was, I made a fool of myself. In front of my parents, I walked up to the stage. I started dancing very vulgarly. I did something, it seems I tried to make out with one of his friends and created a really, really nasty scene. And then finally I passed out. So my dad and my brother had to carry me out of the dance floor, of everybody, all his friends and everything. And that was again very, very bad.
Friends, brothers, relationships wild. Everything is broken.
Well, my relationship at home was, it didn't exist actually. I'd continue living with my family, but there would hardly be any interaction.
Just stay out of my life. Just stay out.
Over the years, it got to a point where I got violent with my family.
I'm saying to stay out of my life.
I actually hit my dad and mom.
Wake up. Wake up now. Or the sun will set and the world will come.
Look around yourself. The dump that you call home. Your unclean clothes. The lavish lifestyle of a pseudo-whore.
My relationships were only based on what drug that person was doing. I would be with the person because I want the drugs. That person would be with me because he wants the sex. We didn't even know each other's last names. We don't know anything about each other. It was difficult to have a conversation sober. So it wasn't a relationship. None of them would be a relationship. It was like a partnership. It was a deal. That concept was wrong. And in the bargain, they didn't respect me because I should know respect for myself.
This is what it is. This is the drowning pool.
There was this one instant where I don't remember exactly why these guys were not run, but I was with this group who I didn't know. And, I was chasing, and I was getting very high, and one of the guys came and told me, you need to take a fix. It feels really good. So I told him, no, I don't want to take a fix because I've tried it before, and I don't like the rush. I mean, I just pass out. I don't want to pass out. I want to feel the high. He like, no, try this, and I don't know. Somehow he convinced me to trying, and when I did, I passed out like I normally do, and when I woke up, I was, I knew something had happened because I had a very bad taste in my mouth. I had stuff stuck to my face, my clothes, my buttons were open, and when I woke up, I was alone in that room. It was more like a shack. It was like a garage kind of environment. I knew something had happened, and I didn't know what it was, and I was very humiliated.
Growing tired, selfish frustration, repairing mime, guilt, and helplessness.
The idea of being used and abused in such a way and just thrown, like, use and throw kind of toilet paper kind of thing. It was very humiliating and embarrassing for me.
Wake up. Wake up now, or the sun will set and the world will come. Why are you so worried about me? Why don't you just crawl through? Leave me and my madness alone. I don't understand you.
I had, got to a point where I couldn't lie to myself that I do not have a problem. It took a while, but it got to a point where I was like, okay, I have a problem, and there is no hope for me.
Shut fists, retching, clenching days, pouring red eyes. But I won't get there. I won't get there.
I was in a very hopeless situation. I had actually decided that I'm done. There's nothing I can do, and I don't want to live anymore. So I will, find a way where I can die, just overdose and die or whatever.
Wake up! Wake up now, or the sun will set and the world will come.
Throwing her weak legs against the wall, now she's pushing through. Nakedness cold, tears rolled, seems so warm for the first time.
I started drugs because it gave me some kind of a false confidence. It made me believe something that I wasn't.
I'd rather live than rather be. I'd rather sleep than rather weep. I'd rather fall than rather get swept. I'd rather die than rather be killed.
For me, it was not like one incident that led me to, ask for help. It was, over the years, things got very bad. After 2 detoxes and 2 rehabs, I was very, very, I was skin and bones. I would get fits about 4-5 times a week, drug-induced. I don't have epilepsy, and I have stitches all over my body, and a lot of things. And emotionally, I was just, I was very unhappy. I was getting to a point where I was on the verge of committing suicide. I tried things, but today I know they were half-hearted attempts. I didn't want my parents to ever look back and say, oh, my daughter died of suicide, or she died of an overdose. There were a lot of things in my head.
As she walked beyond the night of day, a blue hat flew that the black cat knew, Is it totem? Is it the light? It was everywhere like a random tear.
Today I feel free. I can feel things. That's very important. It's not like a bed of roses, but it is, 10 times better than the best trip I've ever had. Maybe 100 times better. For the first time in my life, somebody is willing to trust me. Somebody is willing to respect me. When I say something today, at least they let me finish my sentence. Today I don't think I'm a mistake. Today I think I am a good person and I'm a good friend. That's enough. It made me who I am today, and it showed me who I don't want to be. We shouldn't judge drug addicts. They're not morally bad people. They're not bad people. They just have a problem that that takes hold of their life, their decisions, everything revolves around just the drug. Instead of judging the person, it will be a good idea to be a little more understanding as to what can be done.